Hi, Cancer. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. We see the woman here standing in her garden. She has pentacles on the wall. She has, looks like, grapes, abundance. She has security and comfort. We can maybe guess that she's worked hard to get to this position where she has what she wants and what she needs. She has the bird on her hand, so that tells us that she has hobbies, and that even though she's worked very hard to get there, that she's still making the time to enjoy things outside of work or responsibilities. But this is a card of independence. So my takeaway for you this week is that you're going to be in charge of some things. You're going to be really taking care of the matters of your finances, your home, your investments. You're on top of everything. You're making good decisions, and you're making time to play as well. Time to enjoy your hobbies, time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Really, all work and no play is a tough road to be walking on. So as you sacrifice, as you go through life and you have your accomplishments and you invest and you do everything that you intend to do, don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to make time to enjoy what it is that you're working for. So then in terms of awareness, we also have the Magician. Major Arcana card. We see the Magician here, standing in his red robe, and that's indicative of passions, of desires. He is holding the wand, pointing it toward the sky, as if he's a lightning rod for ideas and action. And so the Magician is a wonderful card because it's really saying you have the skills, you have the resources you need. As you can see, the table has all the elements, the cups, sword, pentacle, and wand. You have everything you need to create the life that you want. But you have to have a plan, you have to make them a first move, and you have to have faith in yourself. You are an alchemist, and you blend it all to make it work for you. The skills, the path, everything, you have to visualize it, and you have to believe that you can achieve it. And this would tell me that anything is possible when we believe that we have what we need. So for you, it's a wonderful idea of manifesting and of creating a new beginning, a new path. Perhaps it's in respect to a relationship, building hobbies, a new certification for your job, but something here related to using your talents to create something new. Interesting. So let's choose 2 cards for guidance. Okay. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords. And for guidance, we can see this woman here is sitting on the stone. She's dressed all in gray. The floor is gray. The water behind her is a little rough. And she's blindfolded, and those swords cross her heart. And it's a 2 card, so a couple things here. In terms of guidance, this can suggest that you are having a hard time making a decision. And you may feel that you can't make a decision right now, that you've got to table it, that you need to just sit on it for a bit, literally just sit on it and not do anything. That you could be blocking whatever energy it is that it would take you to make a decision. 2s often deal with the decisions or the 2 extremes that we have to work with. Finding the middle ground, finding the balance. But when our eyes are closed here, it certainly is telling us that maybe we're just not ready to see the truth of a matter, we're not ready to deal with something. And now's not the time. It feels like nothing's going into the heart and nothing's coming out. So at some point when you're ready, you strip off the blindfold and you are going to drop the swords and be ready to act, to be able to deal with whatever scenario or predicament that this is affecting. So then in terms of guidance, we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant looks like a religious figure here with the disciples at his feet. That he is all-knowing and that he has a lot of information and a lot of power and a lot of sway. And this has to do with conventions of society, traditions, our churches, our educational systems, the job choices that we kind of walk down the lane to get into our line that we're going to do. The teachers go here, the accountants go there, the lawyers go here, the housewives here. So it's about society and traditions. So you may be having counsel with someone from the church, from higher learning, a professor, could be a boss, someone within your organization up the chain. But there's someone that maybe that you're seeking information from. And this has to do with the expectations and the conventions of society, of kind of the group collective, the group thinking. And maybe your decisions of what you want to do don't quite follow in line. And maybe you're thinking in a different way. Maybe you want to pursue something holistic or spiritual, and you're getting some feedback or some people talking back, maybe not supporting you. But this Hierophant, it's about traditional structures. It can also be about someone who is educated, powerful, and wise that can counsel you. So let's see what the possible outcomes are. Okay. Okay, possible outcomes. How interesting. The Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers. So I'm going to start with the Seven of Pentacles. This Seven of Pentacles, we see the man here taking a break from his work. And he's looking at these pentacles and he's probably thinking, wow, are they never going to ripen up? Are they ever going to be ready for harvest? I've been working at this. I've been taking care of this bush forever. Are you ever going to do anything? And this is taking a step back. You may be assessing your efforts. You may be assessing the resources that you've put into a matter, into a situation. And you may be thinking, man, it's taken forever. I don't want to do this anymore. But this is a 7 card. This is you're getting close to your goal. And if you just hang in there, ultimately the harvest will come through and it will be ripe and ready. So here's a situation where you have to continue nurturing whatever it is you're trying to grow, whether you're trying to grow a relationship, to improve a relationship, a work situation. The Seven of Pentacles is about taking a time out to reflect, to pause, to consider how you're doing. I don't think it's a message of quitting. I think it's a message of maybe rejuvenating and kind of thinking about how you're doing. And maybe you go back into tending to this pentacle bush with a different way or different approach. So for this week, maybe you need to tend to your matters with a different approach, or just with the information that you've gained from evaluating it. So then as an outcome card, we have the Lovers. And the Lovers, we see our Lovers here, naked, underneath the angel, open to whatever comes their way, open and vulnerable, which is I'm okay with being hurt. I'm okay to reveal who I am. I'm okay to be who I am. And the Lovers is a card of the possibility of a transformative union. Someone and two people that meet and really connect on a intense emotional level. And Again, decisions have to be made. Is this a relationship that is going to have passion and desire and a long-term commitment? Or is this something where you both decide that maybe it's not right? It's not going to make it? There's sensuality, there's passion. Lovers could also suggest a very deep bond of friendship, a platonic friendship, but more often than not, it's about relationships. So whether you are married or not, it's to focus on the relationship. And, you know, I see there's a sense of harmony and equality, and to think about that for the week of, are you being grateful for your partner? Are you showing gratitude? Are you telling them how you feel? Interesting. 3 majors here with the Magician of manifesting, the Hierophant, and again, could be leading to marriage, that the decisions that you're making, maybe you don't feel that you're ready. I'm looking at it now from a love reading. You've been single a long time, nurturing a relationship, creating a relationship, not certain of how you're going to do, and a relationship that could result in marriage. So there. Okay, let's get more information. Remember, with tarot, there's so many ways to read tarot. Each card has so many layers of meanings that sometimes they present a very specific story, and other times it's, you know, what you take away from it. So let's choose a card as a practice area or meditative focus for the month. Messenger. Well, we're certainly getting some messages about love here. Single rose, beautiful hawk with, not quite sure what that is. Maybe it's a snake, maybe it's a string. But this is a message, messages of love, messages of change. You're going to be getting a message. A message in a bottle? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, let's get more information. I'm excited. Let's see what's out there. Okay, so this is for spiritual self, emotional self. Be proud. I think this one turned up for another reading. So it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. Like the 9 of Pentacles. I would say, like the 7 of Pentacles. I'm going this way. And finally, let's choose a card for love. Let's get a little more information for love. Ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. Life lessons. When we goof up, when we make mistakes, we should grow from them. We put them in our pocket, we put them in our memory bank, we remember, and the next time we're in a similar situation, hopefully we have the foresight to maybe try something different. But to take ownership is really, it's important because, you know, no one wants to hear someone do the blame game, blaming everybody but themselves. It's tiring. Nobody wants to hear that. So, my Cancer friends, I hope that you have an awesome week. And if you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe, like, share, or comment, and check some of my other readings as well. I thank you so much for your time. Make it a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.